Let's make a little quick video about what is the best string trimmer head. Yeah, this is what I got under me. I've got plenty more where this came from out of commission to new, and I'm not pulling it all out. If you want me to, I will. Come visit me. Anyway, so I have a plethora. See, if you have 20 some weed eaters, you've got a lot of trimmer heads. This is the newest speed feed I had, but that's out of a box. Now this thing is very nice. Speed feed, it has a long reputation. Shendawa invented it, so it's their thing. Echo and Shendawa merged and they created Yamabiko when it used to be, I don't know how to pronounce Yamabiko even, so I don't know. So now it's one company. Tried and true, everybody's got one. It's a very tall head. It's a very nice head. It's Speed Feed 400. You see the name right? Let's see. It's so wore out. Roy was the one and only to use this head, and he did that much in just weeks. People's very rough on heads. Seriously. So it's a great head. Now let me introduce you to Mr. Shakespeare. This was the first one I ever seen that come out to compete with the speed feed. Now, Steel and other brands made kind of sort of speed feeds, but not really. They must have lost their patent or something. Now, Shakespeare, I highly freaking... Oh, and this has a square gator line on it. I have round gator line too, but this is the square. Very good, but I prefer the round gator line. Anyway, I done made a weed eater trimmer line, or a trimmer line. This has got titanium force. This is the Shakespeare. It clicks. I'll click them for you here in just a second. It's kind of like a Speed Feed 450 because, as you can see, well, here's the 400 Speed Feed. It's a lot bigger. So it holds like, I don't know how it says on the box how much percent more. So it does hold more trimmer line. I highly recommend this. Now this, I wanted to show you the difference. I don't know how in depth I'm gonna get in this. This is a clone speed feed. Don't buy the clones. The trimmer line will just keep coming out. It never stops because I think it's the weak spring and the poor molding of the plastic. I've never found a good generic speed feed because here's one. Here's one. See how it barely got used? Because if you barely touched it, I did repurpose its eyelets. I put it in my other 450 because this is just garbage. And this is an old top part from another Speed Feed 450 because I like the 450s. Every time you barely touch the ground with these generic ones, the trimmer line comes out. Junk. Now here's a try and true T35 or whatever it's called from Husqvarna. I'm not a fan at all. As you can see, this was come off one of my mini 525 LSTs, I think. I've got the 45 of this and the 35. Now this is a manual head. You got to take it apart, push those tabs, pull it off. But see the head, that big giant blue. Oh, this thing like catches stuff for me. I just don't. It's too buku. I don't like it. Too big. If they'd make it like the whole diameter almost and flatten it, yeah, that'd be better, but they don't. So it is what it is. It's brand new. I've got every trimmer I buy, I take these off instantly. And I was putting speed feeds on. So that's, well, let me show you one more thing why these are good heads. So let's be, if you, like the one on the 128 LD ain't like this. This is the commercial T25 or 35, and then the T35 and the T25, whatever. When you bump this on the grass, a lot of trimmer heads you can't bump in the grass good. I do it, we all do it, don't lie. And you know how it can tear up some turf or cut too low? Watch this. This prevents that. You see that? Hold on, stupid light. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's designed when you're using this trimmer and you bump feed the line out. it don't tear the turf up. It'll spin. Ain't that ingenious? Come on. Come on. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you 99.9% of y'all didn't know that. Because why would you even touch it? Now, the residential trimmer heads do not do that. They're a little different. They're solid. But the commercials spin. Now, Husqvarna's newest edition. And this is the second one I've bought. Husqvarna Rapid Reload. Brand spanking new. And of course, it's got titanium force. Why do you think they put titanium force in the heads? Because they put the best in there, see? See? Let's get this out of the way. All right, there it is. Now, this is the same thing basically as a speed feed in the Shakespeare. You don't take it apart. I don't know how longevity and how long these are and how good these are yet because I've only been using them a couple of weeks. Remember that? This is the only second one to buy, and you're probably going to ask, why I've only bought 2? If you're wondering why I've only bought 2, it's only because I can only find 2. The freaking things sell instantly everywhere I go to find them. And they don't have them in stock nowhere because they're selling. So, when they do start stocking more, I'll buy some more. So far, so good. I like it. It's on my 525 LST that's on the trailer. So I'm not walking out there. You've seen it in my last video or the video before. Just look it up. Anyway, it's a little different, like the speed feed, for instance. Has a top that you wind, and the whole thing has a spring inside there. Well, it's supposed to. I told you it's cheap freaking. I don't know if I got the spring in that. It's got a spring, and you bump feed it, right? It's just got a little top on it like this one. And you bump the whole thing and the line comes out. Well, this is cool because you can actually see, look when you squeeze it. I can't do this with my left hand. I swear, this is so annoying. So we're gonna make it better. See? All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna figure out a way to set this up so I can show y'all it clicking and working. How about that? How about we edit some of it out, of course, so you don't hear me making more noise than one could handle with their earballs. Especially if you watch this on, what do you call it, on your earbuds. God dang it. Not cooperating, people. Oh, there we go. All right, now, there's a reason I did that. We're going to listen to him clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Don't come back. Let me see if I got you up high enough. Scoot you back a little bit. All right, now, here's why I like what I like. Speed feed. We'll talk about him first. Hopefully you can, let me move the light for you guys. This video sucks. All my videos suck. Who cares? You can hear by the action if it's any good, I think. I know that sounds weird, but I got plenty of lines sticking out, so I will just hear it. So it's strong, and then you bump it and it comes out, but see, it don't, if you accidentally bump it, it don't just shoot it out everywhere. That's the problem with a lot of the off-brand China made ones, like this one. It's so weak right there. I mean, you don't even, and then you've got the Shakespeare. I love this trimmer head. Now when you load it and you see this little arrow to line it up, let's see if I can. There's the hole, the eyelet, and there's the arrow on each side. It holds itself up, check it out. See it? And then you stick it in there through that little hole in the bottom. Well, hold on, let me get some trimmer line out of it before I start clicking. It's like, wait a minute. Alright. But it's just cool how far, see, it don't hold it up as high, so it actually holds it up. Now listen. Crap, see, I can't do this good because it's not on a weed eater. I can just click it real fast. But I can assure you, this thing is fantastic. I know it looks like I'm full of crap now. But listen, I mean, it's really nice. And then you got the Husqvarna. This one does it easier than all of them. Let's take this out. Take this out. Get some trimmer line. We can do this. This is hard to do without a trimmer, ain't it? I mean, I'm trying to keep you in camera so you can see me pulling it out and see how it's tight. It ain't like if you barely bump it, it's not going to come out, because it don't. It's actually really nice. A couple more times. I can't do this. I'm mentally... There we go. I found a way to do it. Push in the middle. See, I've done it too slow. Alright, now listen. I've never turned this in either. You watching me do it for the first time. It's usually a cluck, cluck, and it sounds so good. Woo! Woo! Did you hear it? Woo! Now, if that don't sound like quality, and it's so easy to turn, look. So freaking easy to turn. Speed feed. Let's listen to it again. Hear that? Good. Nothing wrong with the speed feed. But I told you, this is easier to get line out of it at least, because it's wore in. That and brand new. Anyway, we'll listen to it again. Ain't that easy to see. And we'll listen to the... See, Shakespeare's daggone no effort. But this thing sounds amazing. And I've got it too far in now to get it back out. Don't I? Jared screwed this whole video up. Did I? You heard it click. I don't care no more. It doesn't matter if you heard it click. What matters is you heard it click. Bam, bam, ba-dam. Bam, bam, ba-dam. Which trimmer head do you want? I don't care. Freaking buy this one. Buy this one or buy that one. Just don't use that steel. If you use a steel, don't use that. What's it? T25. Oh my God. Or whatever it's called. The little button in the middle. And you got to take it apart and you put one line in and run it. The other line in and run it. Man, I got fast at that. I'm talking Comanche fast. Fast. Impressively fast. When you're hot, sweating, wore out, I hated doing it. I'm talking, I hated that one. Now I can just take the piece of line out of my pocket rolled up, go through it, and go, and I'm done. I'm not a peasant anymore. Manual trimmer heads are for peasants. So, are you a peasant? I'm not a peasant. I say that to my family all the time. I ain't no peasant. I'm old enough now that I'm using something better because I want it. I don't... Yeah, pride's out the window. I want the easiest thing. I want a light trimmer, but I want a powerful trimmer. I want quality. I don't want to fool around with junk. I paid my dues. So, anyway. Which is the best one? I can't say that yet. I don't know. I know who has the longest history. Shindella Speed Feed head. Oregon makes it for them. So, the brand Oregon that makes lawnmower crap blades and everything. Or I don't know what all they make. Or just redistribute. It don't matter. That's the new kid on the block. It's cosmetically pleasing. It looks better than all of them, but cosmetics mean nothing in lawn care because it's going to get damaged. And I mean, not in lawn care in general and trimmer heads, because they're going to get ugly. I make these things last longer. If you notice the organ, if they put their name on organ speed feed, their eyelets are different. I don't know if you noticed that. Only the speed feed has the little round one. Organ has to use like this one, the Chinese knockoff. The big, that's what an organ looks like. So this is a clone of the organ. Same freaking thing. That's probably the rights they get from making it for Shindala. Is they get to make their own. That's how that works usually, especially if it's in another country. Some countries get vested interest in the product, which this one is probably made in a country the same like that. I don't know where it's made, but if you noticed, it's made for straight shaft and a curved shaft. That is very rare. I don't know how he does that, because one goes the opposite direction. Curved shaft is direct drive with the head. So you know how if you have a straight shaft trimmer, it's got a gearbox on the end, so it stays right and it turns it left. Well, that's because it's got a gearbox on the end of it, and that's why it changes the gears inside, changes the direction. Curved shaft stays the same direction as the engine. So I don't know how that does that. Has to be something with the, well, it does have threads in the middle and threads on. I bet that's exactly what it does. That's cool. This goes to the Shakespeare from my Husqvarna 525 LSD. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong even if you use one of these. I mean, it's not, the world's not going to end, but I hate it. It's quality. Husqvarna makes, I mean, this head, seriously, it is very nice. These are very quality made heads. I've used plenty of them. I even got the big ones right here. So I don't like them because I don't want to reload. If I had to reload, at least the Husqvarna, you use one piece of string. The steel basic head, you have to use 2 pieces of string. So that's something. But anyway, I have made too many videos, too much talking about trimmer line and everything else. So which one's the best? So far, I like this Shakespeare. Now, I like this one better, but see, I'm like dating a girl, a new woman at the first time. You know how when you get a new girlfriend and she's the best thing ever, or you buy a new car, it's the best thing, or a used car, it's the best ever. How did I live without it? Well, I'm in that phase with this head. So wait till I get some more time with it. And if anything breaks or anything, you know I'll let you know. I'll let you know. If it starts breaking, this one or the other one, then I'm saying this is the best. Because it just loads easier and it's better than this. It's thicker. It lasts longer, as you can see. This thing wasn't barely used in it. That soft plastic. It just, everything chews it up. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Buy and use what you want. Ain't nobody cares. Don't be getting all stressed and stuff because somebody don't agree with you or use what you use. We're all different and it's okay. Peace and chicken grease.